welcome back. It's Mickey Mikeworth, and I'm glad you are here. I have some notes for us today that I'm going to keep right here hidden on my board because today we're going to talk about stop flailing and start swimming towards shore. If there is one thing that happens the most out of all of you, right? Because I'm a financial strategist. I mean, what do I really do for a living? I'm a financial strategist. And as a financial strategist, one of the things for business that happens 100% of the time is that I end up with leaders and business owners that are successful, right? Because you have to have some success to hang out. And they all are like, oh my gosh, I'm working so hard, I'm working so hard. And I go, whoa, no, you're flailing around is what you're doing. And you're not really going, here's where we're going. So when you're in business, a lot of times when you're so used to doing all the things and all the things and all the things and all the things, you just think you have to do all the things and all the things and all the things. So you get used to this kind of chaotic madness. And that chaotic madness is not how you get a ship to shore. So what I remind people about is that we are actually hanging out together. And why are you here? Right? Why are you here? What are you learning? And what you're learning is you're learning to stop flailing around in the water. Paddle, 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 right? And that's the first thing that any lifeguard tells you, because that's a negative energy draw, right? Is that yes, that person is moving and staying afloat and they're fighting everything, but they're actually just wasting an enormous amount of energy. So the first thing we have to do is to go, whoa, stop flailing so I can start swimming towards the shore, right? We've got to swim towards shore, and you got to stop moving around. And so a lot of times the first thing that I have people do is to go, stop, just stop, 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 and really take a look. Are you overcommitted? Did you forget that you don't know how to swim? Did you go in? Are you in over your head? Like, what is coming here? And that's where grace comes in, right? Grace isn't to say, nah, 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 right? We're not there to tell you how you've done everything wrong. We're not there to judge it. Judgment isn't helpful at that point, but it is okay to weigh it. It is okay to get some facts and do some fact checking. And it is also the time when somebody's really flailing that I go, yeah, we're going back to analog. We're going back to a physical list. And a lot of times I will literally pull out of my briefcase these crummy little notebooks that I have. And I'm like, we're going back to 30s. And that's where I have people really check on their every 30 minutes is they start doing a time study. What are you doing? I don't need to change yet because we're going to start getting you towards shore. But how are you using your time right now? How much of it is responsive time? And a lot of people are flailing around in their business because they've dedicated too much time to response time and not enough time into that enacted vision, right? How are we swimming towards exactly the shore that we need? If you have something to sell, how is that being presented to your customer every day? So when you're thinking about the stop flailing, the first part of that conversation is stop, stop, freeze, hold still. What are you committing to? What are you not? How can we get a little grace in there? And one of the things I remind people about, and this is just fondly, thoughtfully, lovingly, I'm just going to remind you, you're not a visitor in your own life. But a lot of people act like they are. So we all have energy, and especially high achievers, which is like 99.9 of everybody that I'm hanging out with, is that high achiever just goes, yes, let's get the day on. And they will rally forward. Well, active energy and go energy and so forth isn't useful unless it has a place to go, unless it has a destination. You want to make sure that all of those systems that you tried and you didn't like or that you failed at or that you're not using or whatever, everybody who builds systems in their lives, they will tear them down. They will fall away from them because no system stays in place for most people unless it's very simple and becomes a part of who they are. But at regular systems fall apart every 5 years. So, you may go back to your life and go, yeah, this is how I kind of kept track of my day back then. This is now. Well, now we're kind of on a speed up. So it's really looking at what are the systems that are right for you? What's the shore that you're trying to swim for? That's why I teach so many accountability groups, because you have to really be able to go, what can I do right now? What is the best use of my time today? My time that gets me towards where I want to go. So you have to identify the shore you're swimming to. So when you're doing that, you're going to choose your path. And that is when we come back to analog, right? When you choose your path to say, okay, I'm going to stop just trying to stay alive out here in the water. I'm going to hold still, and I'm just going to gracefully and thoughtfully either swim in with somebody else or by myself, and I'm going to swim to that shore. And then what is the path, right? What does that path look like? What is the incorporation of time? What is the vision of that? What's the strategy? What does the path look like? You have to see it in order to be it. So you have to spend that time, you have to invest that time, not just in the active push energy, but you have to invest in the pull energy. And what I mean by that is there's lots and lots of pushing, but if this isn't pulling you towards it, it's going to matter. You'll flail. You'll just keep using that energy and have that negative spin of exhaustion, exhaustion, exhaustion. That is the deepest worry of someone who's in the water and flailing, is that they will use up all of their active energy. And it's really hard. Their chances go down. So like when you are stranded out in the water, it is to cut the amount of energy you are expanding by quickly, quickly. That's a survival tool. Stop, stop, and really start thinking about what the path is. What's the pattern? Where am I? What is it doing? This is where I have to give grace. I have to give grace. Okay, what's up here? So when we start looking at what's the shore, what's the vision, we have to have that directed, enacted vision. I'm going right to this one spot. So that's today in prosperity mindset, is stop flailing and start swimming towards a shore. In order to do that, you have to not just use this active energy that you're used to of the push, 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 but you have to use an enacted vision. Here's how I can see shore. I have it in my mind. And that part of being able to see the shore, you have to stop. You have to stop and really start looking at these other tools. And then you can choose your path. So it's a three-part process, and you can do it. So thank you. Thank you again for showing up today. Thank you for taking a minute for yourself, that we could talk about your life and how your life is valuable. And the things that you want in your life are valuable. Your dream wants you as much as you want it, but you have to dream it. And a lot of people try to shortcut that method. You have to know the shore, and you have to be willing to commit to that shore. If you're not committed, you're going to just stay in place. And you've got to find something that you can commit to. Sometimes the only thing I can commit to to stop my process is to clean off my desk. So sometimes the only thing I can commit to in that day, what's the shore I can swim to, is looking at my calendar. So stop just doing any kind of energy, because just getting things done isn't actually getting you to a shore. So I can ride around in the harbor a million times. Round and round I go, putt, 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 putt. But that doesn't mean I'm actually landing on shore and building my future. So have a great day. If you have some of these lessons for other people, please leave them in the comment section. Everybody loves your comments. So whether you're seeing this on a Facebook post or whether you're seeing it somewhere else, leave a comment, because people love that and we love you. So if I can't see you live in class, then I'll see you right here. That's good enough. So I will see you soon.